the exact same thing. If they start to see one or two guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be licensed to take some shots downfield.
112 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
He had a really solid first half running the football and picking up where he left off here in the third quarter.
How about the yardage he's piling up right now? This feels like a full game, not just this series that we're watching right now. I know people are screaming, where are the adjustments from halftime on the defensive side of the ball? Sometimes they're just not there. Sometimes you just have to find a way to tackle someone.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit.
The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15.
Well, Prescott, he's going to change things up here.
Going to run again here with Pollard. 4 yards there on the carry, gets it back to 2nd and 11.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And boy, again, they won't get this off in time.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit.
Here's Prescott. It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks. And they work this well upfield across the 45. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. They'll go with Pollard here on 1st down. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. Now a shotgun handoff to Pollard. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
And when you get good yardage like that on 1st down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. 2 yards the loss, and now they go from 2nd and 2 to a tough 3rd and 4.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. They run straight ahead here with Pollard. And he's brought down short.
2 yards there, needed 4.
Now that was a big-time play by the defense. They as well knew where the first down line was, and they didn't let them get anywhere near it.
And the move from Mike McCarthy is going to be to keep the offense on the field here on 4th down. They're going for it. They'll run forward with Pollard. And, boy, this is going to be close. That mark looks a little short, and he didn't get there. Mike McCarthy took the gamble, didn't pay off. And the Eagles defense able to hold. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Well, Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the second quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. Gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer it. And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
On first down, they look downfield, and it's complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Hurts going to move him around. From the gun, here's Swift.
And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Second and 10. They go play action with Hurts. That is caught. It's the tight end Goddard. Touchdown. Dallas Goddard, 35 yards. And the Eagles are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. We are set up for a fantastic finish now. A 4th quarter touchdown here. We're an extra point away from a tie football game.
And I know they're thinking about possibly going for 2, but I'd go ahead and kick this one and just get it back to level.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And an important one that is, as we are all tied now early in this 4th quarter.
Now this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the 4th as the kick's away.
And he can't field it cleanly. It's loose.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped it to 14. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab that lead back. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
Prescott now on second down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Lamb. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. Pollard going to try the right side. That's to about the 28. Second down coming up.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. They go back to Pollard on second down. 159 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
But you got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a second and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to third and manageable with that run.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. On third down, it's Prescott. Hit as he throws there, incomplete. Defensively, mission accomplished, and now with under 3 to go, they may be the last team holding the football.
They may very well be the last team holding the football, unless, of course, you're facing a group that is really aggressive offensively and may want to take a gamble, but theoretically, you've done your job now. You should get the ball back on a punt, but I'd be alert for a fake.
Tie game, fourth quarter, and they're going for this thing on fourth down. The Cowboys will go. Prescott. And this is going to be intercepted. It's Sidney Brown with it. Well, we say it often, Charles, but not all interceptions are created equally, and that is a big one here in a tie ball game in the fourth quarter.
And, Brandon, when games are this close, it usually comes down to the team making the fewest mistakes, and that was one of our mantras back at Tennessee. Coach Mears used to say all the time, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. You've got to cut those down to give yourself an opportunity.
Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay. And that flag accepted. Penalties not what they needed here. 1st and 15. Back to throw here. Complete. Smith has it. He's got room at the 30. Down to the 10. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Devontae Smith, 55 yards. And the Eagles strike quickly to take the lead here in the fourth.
Did you see them hold up 4 fingers to the start of the fourth quarter?
They were ready.
They were definitely ready. They may or may not have done that, but they certainly have played that way. The fourth quarter has belonged to them, and now the lead belongs to them as well.
Elliott good on the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. They'll come up 1st and 10 here. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He gets it to Cooks. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
It's not a surprise when you read scouting reports and watch tape because you know he's a heck of a player. But he is so difficult to get down in the open field. They just want to get him the ball and let him do his thing.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And they will get him down, but not before he gets very good yardage there, as that will lead us right into the 2-minute warning. It'll be a handoff to Pollard, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Partner, you get about 20 coaches on your payroll, but there's 60,000 of them in the stands. I don't think any of them like that play.
And the later we go, it's starting to sound like 100,000 in here. To throw, Prescott. And that's complete to Cooks. Touchdown, Cowboys. Brandon Cooks, 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Cowboys are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes. Well, the hard part's done. Now they just need to split the post, tie it up, but then their defense is going to have to hold up to send it to overtime.
Yeah, no matter what. I know there's an inclination in it when you have momentum to go for two here, but if you miss it, you don't give your defense a chance at all.
Plus, it's been a good game. I want to see overtime. I'm selfish.
You obviously don't have a flight to catch. Tomorrow.
All right, now a big two-point conversion attempt still to come. Here's Prescott. And it is caught. They got the 2 points, and with it, they've taken the lead. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. This is 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Swift to start the drive. And he'll work this one up to about the 38.
Not a bad game there, and it's okay to still run the football in this situation, but you got to be careful to not take too much time off the clock.
Here comes 2nd down. He's back to throw. And he can't hang on to it, and the screen never got started.
Now we're in the situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his huddle. Got to totally command it, make sure all eyes are on him. All focus is locked in. Going to call multiple plays and go over different situations and scenarios to make sure everyone is on the same page.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as it comes with exactly a minute to go in the football game.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Hurts throw here taken in as he's able to find Goddard. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. And on that last catch, Charles, he tops the 150-yard mark. It's one thing when your wideout gets that. When your tight end gets it, it's quite another.
We keep seeing the evolution of that position, don't we? Where we've seen where it's gone from strictly as a blocker to a guy who caught a few passes to now an integral part of the passing game, sometimes the primary receiver, because a lot of these guys have wide receiver skills, and we're seeing that on display here. Just think about the guys in the past looking back at this game and saying, sure wish that was me. I'd love to have gone after those types of passes.
And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. The Cowboys signal for their third and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
First down, and they go with Swift again.
And a short pickup there down to about the 9.
Early down stuffs will put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
They'll come up now, 2nd and 9. They will run straight ahead with Swift.
And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Now here's a timeout as they will indeed call it with 5 seconds to go and a chance with a field goal to win the game.
So they'll go ahead and accept the penalty.
Right now, everything resting on the right foot of Jake Elliott. His first attempt of the afternoon, and it's for the win. And this one is right through. And it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds. And you know, in an era of cost-cutting and maximizing your roster, this is a club that does not skimp on special teams, and in these situations, it pays dividends.
And that's great vision by the organization. When the difference between winning or losing depends on who you have kicking the ball, would you rather have a street free agent out there or a solid pro like this? Answer's pretty evident to me.
Here's 1st and 10.
One last shot now for Prescott. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over.
Well, it took us until the final play, Charles, to officially decide a winner. Although on that last play they were so backed up, it would have taken